Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with Dak Prescott and the Dallas Cowboys. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
And that last throw is going to keep him climbing that all-time passing yards leaderboard as he crosses the 25,000-yard mark now for his career.
He just recently passed Bart Starr. Next up for him, Bob Greasy. That's 2 Hall of Famers, 2 Super Bowl winners, multiple Super Bowl winners. So he's getting up with the legends now. Congratulations.
And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
But I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
No gain on the screen there. It's second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly.
Here's 2nd and 10.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. Prescott. And he's got his receiver, Cooper. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 22-yard line. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama and was inquiring about him and his skills, they say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. 1st down run with Elliott, going to go for about 4. 2nd and 6 coming up.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Prescott. The ball is caught. It's Gallup. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Cowboys take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, it's Zerline. He'll kick it away.
Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Now Foles. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they still have some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
Here's Foles. And this is caught by Watkins. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
Now Scarborough.
Terrell Basham up to make the play.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ball at the 40 here for 2nd and 5.
This is Scarborough. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
Foles. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll try the left side. It's Hawkins. And he'll get a little over 2, maybe a full 3 down to the 32-yard line.
So, CD, you talk about this football team, some of the whispers and reports, the social media posts, they hint at a locker room that's splintered, badly splintered. There was talk earlier, some guys might walk away entirely, but that hasn't happened, however, at least to this point.
No, and sometimes some of that talk is just that, talk. I mean, guys often say, that's it, I'm out of here, and then they realize, I'm not ready to retire yet. What am I going to do now? And they're really ready to come back and dive back in. In fact, we've got guys who are wearing gold jackets in the Hall of Fame that talked about retirement the last 6, 7 years of their careers. So that's not always real. And sometimes you just have to go ahead and ride it out. And this is an opportunity now for everyone in this locker room to move forward.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 17-yard line.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a first down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds.
Ball at the 8 here for 2nd and a yard, maybe a touch less.
Now they'll run it with Scarborough. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
On the return, Tony Pollard from his end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offensive sails, because they had it going pretty good last time too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Prescott. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Fletcher Cox able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He sets to fire deep.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by Tyree Gillespie. The Eagles are going to take over here up near the 40. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football, because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing, maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can figure out what the quarterback's doing just by his movements.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Open man, he's got him. That's Smith for the Philadelphia touchdown.
Devontae Smith
with touchdown number 12 on the year.
And the Eagles on just 2 plays have taken the lead.
Elliott good with a PAT. And that makes the score 14-7. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I'm here, my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
On 2nd and 7, Prescott. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
The Cowboys on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started. And that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty. And before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
Game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get 1 play before the 2-minute warning. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. He finds his tight end, Goddard. That's complete. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Now back to throw. Going deep here for Watkins. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Quez Watkins
with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 21-7. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the second quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a second one.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
On second down, it's Hawkins, and nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. And that's going to be caught for the Eagles touchdown.
Zach Davidson.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time wasn't pretty. 1 play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Prescott from the gun. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and the Eagles will have it taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. He'll drop to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Foles. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Back to throw again. Well, the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. A good return there, 17 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the half, Prescott. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed, and he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And all this is taken in one-handed. What a catch. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you're throwing so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a 1st down. Again, he'll drop to throw. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And this one is incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Foles. Complete. Smith has it. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
The kick by Elliott is good. So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you didn't mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be. Pressure comes and down he goes. The Eagles get there for a sack. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the 1st down sack. Prescott, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Dak and the offense still out there. They are going to go for it. 4th down, Prescott. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Darius Slay with a pick. 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
Pollard to return from the end zone.
And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position. Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. They'll drop to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion. Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route. Going to take a shot for Gallup.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. But we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Legero Sneed. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it. And
this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. They're indeed going for it. It's Prescott. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return across midfield and to the 46-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all. And it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
He'll look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown.
Zach Davidson.
2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
Pollard to return from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
You know, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Prescott now. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He's got a man, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Prescott.
He'll get this out wide here to Elliott.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A big play that time on the catch and run.
And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
To throw again on 2nd down. Prescott looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. And again, it's Prescott. He has Britt over the middle. And they're able to corral him right around the 8, and that's short of the 1st down. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Watch the curve. Mike's 50. Right here.
They'll try and run for it. And he's not even going to come close to picking up the first. They stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Eagles defense able to hold. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, it's Hawkins. And a healthy gain of 8 here. They double their workspace out to the 16. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On third down, Hawkins. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Eagles send out their punter now, standing just outside his own goal line. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting position for the Cowboys here as they come up first and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Prescott now from the 50. Looking deep for Elliott. And that is incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Second and 10. Throwing, Prescott. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Flush to his right. Open man, right side, it's Lamb. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's second down. Prescott yet again. He'll fire this deep for Gallup. And, that one going to wind up incomplete. Nearly an interception in the end zone. Probably should have been. Third down coming up. The Cowboys on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On play action, Prescott. Completes it right side to Britt. Not much there, only a yard.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To throw again on second down, Prescott. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all that yardage. That would be a big play.
To the air again, Prescott. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Eagles are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And he will find his man Sutton. That's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
He's going to look deep for Watkins.
And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up second down.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
I got you. You're all mine, baby. Get this. You're all mine.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hawkins. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. The Eagles send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now. And if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Now Prescott. He's going to let it fly.
This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
On third down, it's Prescott. Caught here left side by Bredd. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Go, get out there, get out there.
Prescott looks to throw on first. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try to throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
One last shot now for Prescott. He's going to let it fly. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 25. And the Eagles come up with a late turnover. But that primarily mattered in
the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Philadelphia, the streak continues as they push their mark to a perfect 12-0 now on the year. And they'll have another home date next week as the Indianapolis Colts come to town. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's a tough one to swallow as they drop back to 8-4 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew.